This is an EMT conduit bender. It is a great tool, but a little tricky to get used to, and there's some things that you need to know. Normally it's used by electricians to bend EMT conduit in commercial buildings and things like that, but we use it for DIY projects. We make a variety of connectors that allow people to build with EMT conduit, and a lot of our community bends the EMT conduit, whether to achieve a specific purpose or maybe to eliminate some connectors, and these aren't that expensive. You can pick up one of these benders, keep it around, maybe like 50 bucks or something like that. There's some things that you need to know about this bender that get kind of confusing. So I want to focus on two marks here. One is the star mark, and then the one is the arrow mark. And knowing the difference between these two marks, you have to be successful in what you're doing. Now, the arrow mark is what you're going to use most of the time. And it means this is where my bend is going to start. So if you want to bend this piece of conduit and your bend starts here, just put it in place, line up that mark with the arrow. That is where your bend is going to start. We did that on this piece already, and you can see that mark is where the radius starts. Okay, simple enough. You can use that in a lot of situations, and that's really helpful. But when you get into a U-shaped bend or a saddle bend, where you want to bend both of these in a U and you want to control this distance exactly, that's where you're going to use the star mark on your bender. And I'll show you exactly how that works. Now there's a difference between the radius of this bend, which is 6 inches, and then the length of the conduit that is taken up by doing that bend. And that's the difference between these two marks. Of course, you could do a lot of math and try to figure that out, but they have the star on here, so they already did the work for you. Let's say we have one side of our table and we're going to do a leg here, and then we want to put the other U-shaped bend specifically 24 inches away. And you can see how I'm orienting this, right? Like this is a good way to set it up because you're getting that straight edge that corresponds with the back side of the bend. And then here we're going to put mark right at 24, and that is going to basically do this bend with a radius in here, right? That's what we're trying to achieve. So in this case, you're not going to use the arrow like you did in the first part. You're going to line it up with the star, and if you bend with that mark to the star, you will get a U-shaped table leg that is exactly 24 inches from outside to outside. And that's the difference between the arrow on the bender and the star on the bender. I hope this allows you to use this tool better and use it in some of your builds or as an electrician. If you like this, consider subscribing, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much.